Okay, good morning students. Today we are going to deal the very third phase, the very third part of managing change, that is known as what? Behavioral implementation. Okay, on the last class we have studied about activating, we have did about the activating, we have did the entire activating strategy. After that we have moved towards the strategy that is known as managing change. On that managing change we have did two things, that is structural implementation and the other one is what? Leadership implementation. Today we are going to deal the very last one, that is known as what? Behavioral implementation. Okay, the third one is known as what? Behavioral implementation. So in this behavioral implementation, if we talk about the behavioral implementation, then behavioral implementation refers to the corporate culture. It means that the entire culture, the entire behavior of an organization are being studied under this behavioral implementation, and accordingly we have to deal, we have to learn that how the behaviors of the employees of an organization are being recommended, and how according to looking upon those behaviors we are going to apply the strategies, and we are going to make people to follow those rules and regulations and make them a part of their organization as a behavior, okay, as a discipline. That is known as what? Behavioral implementation. So if we talk about the behavioral implementation, then this behavioral implementation is being studied, is being done under these steps. The very first step is what? Strategy, where we are going to make different types of strategy. The very first part in the organization is what? We make that different types of strategies, say growth strategy, defending strategy, maintaining strategy, divest strategy, and various types of strategies are being made here. After the making of strategies we require what? Job requirements. That is what the job requirements. It means that what are the different jobs which are being required in the organization for making the behavioral implementation. This is a very important part that we are going to look upon, the job requirement part. Job requirement deals with the types of jobs which the organization requires. The very first which we are going to deal about the environmental scanning. In the job requirement part we are going to deal with the environmental scanning. Environmental scanning means what? We are going to scan, we are going to search, do the research part of the entire environment of the organization. So the while scanning, while researching the environment, various aspects like strength, weakness, opportunities, threats, and most of the things of the organizations would come up. That was the very first task. Okay, the second task is what? Functional. The second job requirement is what? Functional focus on source of job demands. That means what? We are going to focus on the functional as well as the sources of job demand. That what are the sources of the job demands and what are the functional activities which we are going to do. Okay, the third one is what? Number and complexity of job related demands. Exactly, that how many number of jobs, as well as what kind of complexities are there, what kind of if we can say the nature of the job are being required, that should be demanded. Okay, so that was the very third important part of job requirements. The fourth one is what? Unit and inter-unit cooperation and collaboration. Okay, the fourth one is what? Unit and inter-unit cooperation and collaboration. This is also a very important factor, where the collaboration among the different units of the organization and collaboration of the units are being done, and it is only being done when the behavior of the organization is sound. Okay, the fifth one is what? Number and importance of external contacts. Exactly, we are going to make the number of the contacts as well as the importance of the contacts, that how many contacts to maintain the CRM, to maintain the supply chain management, to maintain the sound relationship with the government, to maintain if there should be an exim policy like export and import policy, then on that case we have to maintain a lot of external contacts. So okay, so the number and importance of external contacts are necessary here, so that the behavior would be made. And the sixth one is what? Number and importance of internal contacts. Exactly, just like external contacts, we have to take the internal contacts also. There are various numbers of employees who are working in the organization, so we do have to take the numbers as well as their importance of the contacts. Okay, the sixth one is what? Performance goals. standards and priorities. Exactly how we are going to check the performance of the goals, as well as how we are going to set the standards and priorities to different work activities of the organization. That is a part of behavior. Okay, now the seventh one is what? Need for control. That how we are going to control. There should be a need, so that if the work would become uncontrollable, if the work would move outside the track, then to keep back in the track we have to move towards the need of control. Okay, and the eighth one is need for innovative behaviors. It means that there should be a need for new types of behaviors in the organizations which we have to inculcate related to the invention or advent of the new technologies. And last one is the type of incentives and the reward system. That how many types of incentives and reward system which we have providing, or which we have provided with to our personnel in the organization. That is also very much important. So in this the job requirement part, in this the second part of behavioral implementation job requirement, we have to find out the different parts. We have to find out the different jobs which we are going to do. After finding that what is being taken, the decision would be taken. The decisions would be taken. Now this is also a very important part, that is known as what? Decision related to the behavioral implementation. What are those decisions which we are going to take related to the behavioral implementation? The very first decision is what? Matching criteria knowledge. Exactly, matching criteria knowledge means what? We have to match all those criterias related to the related persons, related to the related activities. This is also a very important behavioral aspect, where we have to relate, we have to match the criteria knowledge. Okay, the very first decision. The next decision is what? Integrative. Exactly, in this behavioral, why we are making the behavioral part? So the entire organization gets integrated, एक साथ जुड़ जाए, integrate हो जाए, और for that purpose also, that is also a decision which is being taken under the behavioral implementation. The third important decision is what? Administrative decision. With the help of this behavioral implementation, the administrative decision would be easy. There should be a tool in the hands of top level management, that on the basis of these behavioral norms they are going to administer the organization. Okay, and the fifth one is what? Matching contingencies. Okay, exactly, this is what contingencies. Most of the time contingency means what? Emergencies. Most of the time emergency come up in the organization. So to deal with those emergencies, different behaviors, different types of cultures, different types of aspects are being implemented. So we have to talk about those. We have to, company should have to get ready about those aspects also. After that, power is also a very important behavioral implementation decision, where the power resides to whom and what kind of powers are being given to them, as well as the structure is also being structure, as we have studied on the last class about the structural implementation. Okay, and we have learned that with the help of structural implementation we come to know about the communication, upward communication, downward communication, vertical, horizontal communication, types of hierarchies, number of levels. So all these, with the help of this, it helps us to maintain the behavioral hierarchy in the organization. And after structure, the last decision is about the culture, that what kind of culture is going to be prevailed in the organization. So these are what? These are the 6 types of 6 to 7 types of decisions which is being taken under the behavioral implementation task. And the next one is about the managing. The next one is about the managerial skills and behavioral. This is a very important aspect of behavioral part, that is managerial skills and behavior. Okay, what are those managerial skills and behaviors which is being required? The very first is what? A specific industry knowledge. Exactly, if we are going to make the behavioral implementation, then we are having the specific knowledge of that industry. Next, knowledge of organization functions, that how does the functional department functions, we do have the knowledge of that also. Knowledge of overall company. Exactly, the third knowledge is what? We are going to know about the overall knowledge of the entire company, that what is the knowledge of the entire company, we have to know that also. Past, the fourth one is what? The past performance. We have to know about the past performance, that what is the past performances of the organization, and how, and we learn most of the things from the past performances also. The next is what number and quality of internal networks, that how many number of internal networks are there in the organization and what are their qualities. The next one is what number and quality of external networks, that how many number and quality of external networks are there, we have to find out that also. After that we have to find out a quality of interpersonal and communication skills. Exactly, in the behavioral aspect we have to find out the interpersonal communication skills, that how many interpersonal, so that interpersonal persons can communicate interpersonally. Okay, and the next managerial skill and behavior under the behavioral implementation is what quality of conceptual skills. Exactly, whatever the conceptual skills which we are giving, we have to give the sound training according and on the basis of which the quality would be imbibed. Next was tendency towards innovative behavior. We have to deal with the very sound and innovative behavior. Next is type of control orientation, that how many types of controls are being oriented. Next is flexibility and assignments, that how many types of flexibilities are there, how we are going to assign those things. And last is preferred rewards and incentives. This also does that we have to give the incentives and rewards to those who do good in the organization, which is a part of behavioral implementation. And the very last one is what? The very last one is the what? Person attributes. The very last one is what? Person attributes in the behavioral implementation. Person attributes means what? That what are those personal values, the attributes, the qualities, the characteristics which a person is having, so that they can just arrange themselves, adjust themselves in the organization. That those are education, family background, personality, needs and intelligence. Okay, these are what? Education, family background, personality, needs and intelligence. So this is all about the behavioral implementation. With the help of these we are going to manage the behavioral implementation. On the last class we are going to deal about the corporate cultures. Corporate culture is a part of behavioral implementation, as well as we are going to study about the power and values. Okay, thank you to all of you.